So in a maximum amount of disrespect, the UFC has booked Kai Asakura, Rizin legend from the Rizin fight organization. He was a legend there. They booked him to fight against Alexandre Pantoja at UFC 310. Not not mad at it. I'm rather just confused. I feel like it is a great showing of disrespect to the flyweight division. I feel like, they could have at least given Kai one featherweight to fight before challenging for a title, but instead they've decided to just send him right up to a title shot. I'm just confused. I'm not really angry because I don't have much skin in the game with the flyweight division. I don't really find the division much really entertaining, and that's just because of how dominant Pantoja is. So I get that they're trying to liven it up, and this would in a way liven it up. But I still think it's a bit confusing. Like, I feel like they still could have had the same effect, but just given Kai at least one opponent to face before fighting Alexandre Pantoja. I just think it's a weird move to make. But I do understand like the motive behind it, which is, as I just said, trying to add some more spice to the flyweight division. But it really isn't Pantoja's fault. He's just that dominant. I don't think I've ever made a video scaling him, like kind of telling you guys just how great I think he is, but he is dominant. His style of fighting is just so damn dominant against flyweight opponents. And it's dominant because of how he does it, his chin is just so strong. I mean, the motherfucker is made out of titanium. The way his chin just holds up blow after blow against so many skilled opponents. And then he's just able to take punches and then still march forward for a double leg or single leg to bring the fight to the ground. And then he just goes forth to dominate on the ground. That motherfucker should have been called a zombie, bro. Like the way he's able to just march forward. But it's still an interesting fight. As weirded out as I am by, how the fight was put together, it's an interesting fight. Kai Asakura, again, Rizin legend. He's done a lot at Rizin, and he looks good. I find his striking quite conventional. I don't think it's like crazy good. And his grappling is still, it's good too. I would say his grappling is good as well. I think the one thing that he really has as a really good weapon is his knees. He's able to sneak kind of like flying knees and like just knees toward the midsection and toward the head. He's able to sneak them in really well in between combinations and after combinations, and they catch a lot of people. And I think Kai is going to be able to land a couple of those on Pantoja. That then brings me to the main question, and I think like the main thing that this fight is going to depend on, or like the outcome of this fight will depend on, it's going to be Pantoja's chin. I think Pantoja will be able to bring the fight to the ground, and I think he will still be able to dominate against Kai there. As great as Kai is on the ground, I think Pantoja's a bit better. I think what it comes down to is Pantoja's chin going to hold up on the feet? Because Kai Asakura can throw, he can punch, and he can strike. Kai's striking is good. It's just those dangerous knees that Kai Asakura mixes in that have a real potential to put Pantoja out. But I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys and tell you that I don't think they will put Pantoja out. I really don't. His chin is just so strong, and it's what this fight depends on. If Pantoja's chin has clocked out, then he has clocked out. As great as he is on the ground, I feel like Kai Asakura has great ability to finish fighters on the feet with those knees. His hands can deliver damage too, but I'm really trying to emphasize the way he's able to slip knees in, and they just catch his opponents off guard, and they really damage him. But again, he's going up against like a damn near titanium chin in Alexandre Pantoja, who just marches forward like a zombie, takes punches, and goes right for double legs, single legs, clench work, anything like that. And he'll bring you to the ground, and he'll lay on you, and he'll dominate there. And it's worked for fighter after fighter after fighter. You know, he's beat Moreno and Brandon Royval how many times? And tonight, Royval beat Tatsuro Taira, and I'll make a video on that fight as well, probably tomorrow. And, you know, I'll break that down, but Royval obviously won that fight, and of course he'll challenge for a title shot yet again next. And if Pantoja beats Kai Asakura, I don't think they'll give it to Royval. They might. It's just how many times has Pantoja dominated Royval, you know? But again, I think this whole, you know, Pantoja's whole future, you know, his legacy, everything that relates to him still depends on the strength of his chin. Because as great as Pantoja is on the ground, his striking consists of a lot of, you know, heavy hooks and overhands, not many jabs and straight punches, and it more often than not leaves his chin really open. And that's what I'm saying. He eats a lot of shots. He tends to eat a lot of punches, but that chin just keeps on taking him. And he'll march forward all bloodied, and he'll march, and go right for your legs, pull him, go for single legs, go for clench work, shoot for doubles, and find any way he can to bring you to the ground, and he'll work. As soon as you guys get to the ground, he'll work, he'll look for submissions, or he'll just hold you there and build up ground control time, which will definitely win him the fight, given how grappling swayed the judges in the UFC have been as of late. So still confused about why this fight is happening in the first place. Nevertheless, I still think it's a pretty entertaining fight and will bring some life to the flyweight division. Although I think you know, the flyweight division being a bit boring isn't Pantoja's fault. He's just dominant. The guy is just he's dominant. He'll just keep winning. You know, no flyweight has had an answer for him yet, and I think Kai Kara-France could have an answer for him, given how much power he's got in his hands. But again, Pantoja's chin, man, that shit is made out of vibranium. That shit is some real comic book type level motherfucking durability. But either way, Pantoja should win. My money's on Pantoja in this fight, because again, he's so dominant. I think Kai will have some good moments on the feet. He'll try to sneak in those knees. I think he'll land the knees, and my money's just on Pantoja's chin holding up and being able to eat a couple knees, still bring Kai to the ground, and just dominate Kai on the ground, build a whole fuck ton of ground control, probably clip Kai a couple times with some heavy overhands and hooks. But you know, Kai should have the edge on the feet. I think Kai will edge out Pantoja on the feet, but Pantoja will dominate and win by a landslide on the ground. He'll have a big separation victory on the ground against Kai Asakura. That's what my money's on, at least. So yeah, that's how I think the fight goes. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, let me know. I love you guys. Thank y'all. See y'all in the next. Thanks for watching.